A permanent password on a server is a permanent target. If an administrator account relies on a static credential, that lock will sit on the server 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It will wait for a brute force attack, a phishing scam, or a leaked database to eventually compromise it. We can secure the infrastructure by ensuring the door only exists when an authorized user is actively walking through it. An access gateway dynamically appears for the exact duration of the session, and the moment the work is done, it shuts behind them and vanishes. This is the core logic of Okta Privileged Access. By replacing static standing defenses with temporary access, we remove the permanent target entirely. Looking at the curriculum module, we see this concept formalized in Section 13.1 under Just-in-Time Infrastructure Access. Notice the first bullet point explicitly targets the elimination of standing credentials. A standing credential is any password or key that remains active on a system indefinitely. Okta tackles this by plugging directly into native remote management tools like SSH for Linux and RDP for Windows, intercepting the connection before a permanent password is ever required. The mechanism that makes this possible is the ephemeral certificate. When a user requests access, Okta generates a unique, short-lived digital certificate cryptographically tied to that specific user, functioning as a highly secure temporary key. The process is entirely automated. The moment the certificate is generated, the server automatically creates a local account for the user. When the countdown timer expires, the server instantly drops the connection and deletes the account. With the permanent password and the local account both destroyed at the end of every session, an attacker who breaches the network later will find nothing to exploit. Of course, some legacy systems simply cannot function without static passwords. Section 13.2 details how Okta secures these older environments using credential vaulting. If a password must exist, it cannot be stored locally. Highly sensitive credentials are pulled from the individual servers and locked inside a central vault, where the system executes scheduled and on-demand password rotations. If an administrator logs directly into a server and manually changes a password, they bypass the vault. This is called an out-of-band change. Okta continuously monitors the infrastructure and immediately flags the activity if a password is altered outside the central system. To prevent users from writing down or leaking these static passwords, Okta uses brokered sessions. The vault injects the vaulted password directly into the remote session. The human user logs in successfully, but they never actually see the credential. Because the system manages the credential behind the scenes, you maintain strict individual accountability. The logs show the exact millisecond a specific person checked out a shared administrator account. Let's test your active recall. Based on what we just covered, why are standing credentials dangerous? And what exactly makes a password change out of band? Keep those concepts in mind as we look at Section 13.3, which addresses decades-old Active Directory environments. Active Directory networks are often massive, messy, and filled with old permissions. Okta sweeps the entire network to discover hidden privileged accounts that IT teams may have forgotten about. Once discovered, these legacy AD accounts are brought under Okta's management. Instead of relying on outdated local protocols, these accounts can now sign in using modern single sign-on, securing them behind Okta's primary authentication policies. This bridges notoriously vulnerable Active Directory architecture into a modern security framework, wrapping old infrastructure in a strict, impenetrable layer of identity verification. Human logins are only half the equation. Section 13.4 shifts our focus to machine-to-machine communication, specifically secrets management. Automated scripts, background services, and applications act as non-human identities, or NHIs. They use API keys and digital tokens to talk to each other, and these secrets must be vaulted exactly like human passwords. Okta organizes thousands of these machine secrets into searchable folders. It then automates the lifecycle of these credentials, silently rotating the keys so the software can keep running without manual intervention. A stolen API key allows an attacker to silently drain a database just as easily as a stolen human password. Securing non-human identities restricts their access to exactly what they need and nothing more. We conclude with Section 13.5, Governance and Auditing. This is where we validate that the entire security apparatus is functioning correctly. High-risk access needs multi-party approval, staying locked until stakeholders sign off. Once granted, recording captures playback and structured audit logs of every command typed. Finally, Okta forces periodic account certifications. Automated alerts prompt reviews, instantly revoking unneeded access. By enforcing struct approvals, logging every keystroke, and forcing periodic reviews, you generate the unforgeable cryptographic proof required to show regulators that your infrastructure is secure.